I was catching an Uber last month, and as soon as I got in there, the man asked me if I was gonna pay, how much I'm gonna pay, and if I was gonna give him a little extra. And I thought of birds, and I said, what is it about birds, even though they're so vulnerable, they can easily die, but then they never stop to worry about where the next meal is coming from. And I thought, what is it about us humans? Even though we've been given our power to design our own reality, we consistently worry about life. You know what I mean? Guys, the thing about the chosen one, everything that we go through is a lesson. Especially traveling, guys. This is how we learn. Now, I'm going to speak about Kenya in a negative light for a second. Even though Kenya is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. I love it. Kenya is also one of the most corrupt countries I've ever been to. Some of you are saying, Alula, come on, bro. How come you say this? Some of you are having Wallace, Louis Farrakhan, and Mr. Wallace moment right here. How dare you say this? Kenya is 65 years old. So what? Excuse me, I'm African. That means I'm allowed to criticize my own. You know what I mean? I've been scammed ever since I got there until all the way I left. You know what I mean? It was such a good learning experience on how not to live your life. Let me just say this though. Kenya is one of the most hardest countries to survive in, actually. You know what I mean? If you can survive in Kenya successfully, I'm convinced, guys, you can survive anywhere in the world successfully. The cost of living is so high, therefore, everybody lives on a survival mode. You know what I mean? And I thought, chosen one, let me tell you this. No matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on around you, it doesn't matter if you're surrounded by water that's about to take you. As long as that water doesn't get into you, you're going to be fine. And most importantly, let me say this, chosen one. Survival is not your frequency, guys. You know what I mean? A lot of people around the world are living in the survival mode. They wonder why they're not surviving. Important reason for you not to live in a survival mode, guys. And guys, today is Wednesday, and this is how to change your frequency video. Yeah, it's been so long since I said that. Oh, hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Chosen, if you haven't subscribed by now, you're missing out. Check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego. The link is on the channel. Yep, today is Wednesday, guys, which means the day for frequencies. Come to think about it, every country you go to, people look different, and they behave different, and they vibrate differently. It must be that the frequency that they live on. Chosen ones, I'm back with another video, and this time I want to share with you reasons why not to ever live on a survival frequency. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. It doesn't matter what kind of problems you face, chosen. As long as that problem doesn't get into you, you're always going to find a way to defeat it. You know what I mean? And every time you live in a survival mode, forget it, guys. It's like you lost. You need to turn back and live on abundance. You know what I'm saying, guys? This other guy I used to watch and love his videos. He explained this so perfectly. He said, every time you live in a survival mode, You know, it's like you're trying to get away. Now, let me ask you this. When you're trying to get away from danger, is that a time for you to sit and be charismatic as you are and as you should be? No. Guys, is that a time for you to be who God made you to be? No. That time you're looking for safety. You are simply trying to get away. And let me tell you now, most people around the world, they live on that frequency. That is why, guys, a lot of people are not doing so well. And that is why, guys, people wonder about you, chosen one. They say, how is this chosen one living the way he's living? Or she's living the way she's living? And this is the condition we faced. But don't forget one thing, though, guys. Chosen ones, they have frequency of their own. They live on a frequency of abundance. It doesn't matter what is taking place around them, guys. You know what I mean? Even though they're surrounded by problems never get into them, guys. And you find them living abundantly, doing the things they do. And that is the way it's supposed to be, chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is the first reason for you not to live in a survival frequency? First thing first, every time you live in a survival frequency, chosen one, you take your eyes off the spiritual world and you put it on the physical. You know what I mean? You be so obsessed with how you dress, things that you eat. Guys, it's like the attention is off the most important thing. The attention is off your true nature. You know what I mean? Guys, we are spiritual beings having an experience of being human at this time. You know what I mean? But when you live in a survival mode, it's like you begin to lead your life in reverse. You begin to see yourself as a human and forget about your spiritual side. Why? Because you live in a survival mode. Why? Because you simply try to get away, guys. That is why, no matter what's taking place around you, no matter what kind of problems you're met with, you should never live in a frequency of survival, chosen ones. You know what I mean? Even though reality can be hard sometimes, guys, as chosen ones, that is one reality we will never accept. You know what I mean? Because once you live on a frequency of survival, you will begin to forget who you are. You know what I mean? You'll begin to forget who you really are. You begin to refer to yourself as a human, as flesh and blood that is walking on in this world, and forget about your spiritual side. Forget about your real identity. That is why, guys, you're gonna be vulnerable to life. You're gonna be vulnerable to life's problems. But as chosen ones, guys, we know our real identity. We know who we are, and we know whose we are. That is why we shall never live on a frequency of survival. When you live on a frequency of survival, guys, you become selfish. Life becomes about me, 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 me. You know what I mean? Just focus on yourself. After all, how could you not? You simply try to get away. You simply try to escape danger, guys. That is another reason. As chosen ones, guys, you shall never live your life on a survival frequency. You know what I mean? It's like you put yourself first. Yes, we do talk about on this channel reasons why the chosen ones should put themselves first, guys. But that is different from being selfish. Understand one thing, guys. Everything that we do, it involves other people. You know what I mean? Imagine if you lead your life in a selfish frequency all the time, guys. That means you're gonna miss out the abundance that God has for you, guys. You know what I mean? We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna get what we get by helping other people. You know what I mean? Yes, we do put ourselves first. You know what I mean? So that we can have a good spiritual health. At the same time, guys, we're not selfish. It's not a right thing to be selfish, guys. We're here to share, especially what we know. But when you live on a survival mode, guys, forget it. All you think about is how well or how can I get the things I'm gonna get for myself. Have you ever, guys, seen a guy or a person that is so rich, like financially, like abundantly, but then he is more stingy than anybody else? You wonder, why are you like this while you got all of this? You're forgetting one thing. That person continuously lives on a survival frequency. When you're on this frequency, chosen ones, forget it. It doesn't matter what you have, it's the frequency that you live on. You vibrate different. You live in a lack, not abundance. That is why, as chosen ones, guys, this is the frequency we continuously trying to get away from. No, sorry, we do not live there. We live in abundance, guys. That is why, guys, you shall manifest the life that God has for you. You know what I mean? That is why, guys, as chosen ones, people are amazed by the things that you do. People are amazed by how you are. You know what I'm saying? That is because chosen ones don't live on a survival frequency. Alright, chosen one, this is a quick video. You know what I mean? Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Until the next video, look at this little one. God bless and take care, guys. Bye bye.